Hello, and thank you for joining me for this guided project. We're going to go over the decision tree model, and this is the heart failure dataset from Kaggle. So we'll start off by mounting our Google Drive. We're then going to import the library. So we're going with Panda, NumPy, Seaborn, matplotlib.pyplot. We're going to do a train test split. We're going to work with the decision tree classifier, and we're going to work with the plot tree function. We're also going to import sklearn, or from sklearn, metrics to work with some of the metrics there. So we'll import that. We'll then load the dataset with pd.readcsv. We'll do the first thing here just to inspect the dataset. So we'll go df.head. We'll get the first 5 rows of our data frame and take a little quick peek. Everything seems to be in order, and we're also going to be, our target today is going to be the heart disease. So we're going to see if we can predict correctly with a high degree of accuracy the chances of having heart disease. Okay, so we'll start off very typical start to your workflow. We want to go df.inflow to get a sense of let's run this cell. So we get a sense. One of the really important things that we want to look at here is the data types. So which data types are we looking at? So we see some objects, integers, and floats. So we have a few different data types, just something to be conscious of as we're going through our workflow. So starting the EDA, a very typical thing that I like to do is do df.describe, and this will give us a good sense of the data set. Now, one thing to notice here, though, is we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different columns, but we actually have quite a few more than that. We can see we have 12 different features in our data set. So what's happened is .describe automatically plots numeric features, but not the objects. So those are something I would like to know a little bit more about those. So what we can do is we can go df.describe, and then inside the parentheses, we'll call the argument include equals object. So we're going to take a peek at the object data set. This will give us quite a good sense of the count, the unique number of values, top, and frequency. So things like sex, we can see that there's 2 unique values, which makes sense. Chest pain, we have 4 different categories in that data set. So this gives us some good sense of which category features we could use in building our model. We could one hot encode. There's only 4 here, so it seems like there isn't one with too many categories. We want to look for something 4, 5, maybe 6 categories are a good candidate for one hot encoding, so that we don't create too many new columns and risk the chance of overfitting.